So on number 4, we're going to find the solution to y is less than or equal to x plus 4 and y is greater than or equal to negative 2x. Now we're going to start off with this first one, and I'm going to graph it below. And the first thing I know is that it starts at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, because the y-intercept is 4. Now the slope's 1 over 1. So I go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And then I ask myself, is this going to be solid or dashed? And it's going to be solid. Okay, it's solid because of the less than or equal to symbol. It has the equal symbol. And then less than means I'm going to shade below. So I'm going to make a solid line right here. So it's going to go. And I'll use the line feature. That's better. So it's going to go from here up, and also this way. And it's actually better to make it cover the whole graph. Alright, so now we graph the first one. Now the second one, this one says the slope is negative 2, and there's no number here, so we assume it's a 0. So what that means, plus 0, that means you start at the origin. So this time, you start at the origin, and then you go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, and the greater than or equal to symbol, that means it's going to be solid again because of the equal symbol, but because it's greater than, you're going to shade above. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make my line. So what that means, and sometimes I like to shade in the whole thing, sometimes I don't, but what I do know is the red line, I'm supposed to shade below, so I'm supposed to shade this way, everything below the line. So what I've seen some people do, which you could do, is means you're going to shade everything underneath. So all of this and under, you're going to shade. And then the blue one, you're supposed to shade above. So above would mean everything this way, everything this way. So if I shade all that, then this area here, this quadrant right here, that would be what we call the feasible region. And sometimes it gets to be a little confusing with all the shading. So sometimes I like to just get rid of all that, since I know that this one's above and this one's above. So the area I want to shade is this area. So I personally think it's better to get rid of all the shading and just shade in the part that you're trying to show. So I'd say everything over here is in the solution. And I forgot to draw arrows on this. This goes forever that way too. So now let's check our answer real fast. We have y is less than or equal to x plus 4. And just compare those. Yep. And y is greater than or equal to negative 2x. So when I compare those two, they look the same. This is what we call the region we're looking for. It's called the feasible region. And that means anything in this area is the solution. Now it also says to give two ordered pairs that are solutions. Well, that's not too hard. So it could be anywhere. Anywhere over here would be a solution. So I'm going to pick, this point, and then I'm going to pick that point. And so looking, that would be 8, 6. And this one down here is 6, negative 2. And again, these are just random points I decided to pick. And now we're supposed to pick two ordered pairs that are not solutions. So as long as it's not in this area, like if I pick this point, technically this is a solution for the blue area, but it's not what we call a solution because it doesn't work for both. So that's not a solution. Anything down here is not a solution. Anything over here is not a solution. So the 2 points I picked just randomly was negative 1, 8. And negative 6, 5. Those are two examples of coordinates that are not solutions.